For over a decade, Harrisonville has turned to Schroeder Chiropractic to rid their body of your aches and pains. Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah take pride in finding the problem area and fixing it, not just masking the pain. When you walk in the doors at Schroeder, you become family and are also greeted with a friendly smile. Schroeder's is always giving back to the community with its involvement with Wildcat athletics and bright futures. So go see the ladies who got your back at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee right off the historic Harrisonville Square. The only place in town to go watch Wildcat basketball when they're out of town and your post-game headquarters when they're in town is Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House. Forged by Fire has great specials nightly with a full kitchen open late, so when the game is over, go to the only place in town with 10% off when wearing your Wildcat gear. Forged by Fire is proud to be the exclusive post-game headquarters of Wildcat basketball. If you can't make the away games, have no fear. You can take the game in with your fellow Wildcat fans. Home or away, Forged by Fire is your Wildcat basketball headquarters.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Decisions on a basketball court have to be made in a split second. When it comes to buying a home, the opposite is true. Let Carol and the staff at American Heritage walk you through the process with ease. They will make sure buying your dream home doesn't become a nightmare. From the first showing until the keys are in your hand, go with the realtors that have called Harrisonville home since 1981. American Heritage Realtors. Office located next to Sonic on Commercial, or go see them at AmericanHeritage-Realtors.com.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
It's wintertime, so that means it's the right time to go see Colby's and his staff to lift your ride and put some new tires and wheels on your 4-wheel drive. Harrisonville's only rough country dealer will have you rolling out in style. Don't worry, Colby's can still fix everything from your flat tire, broken heater, news transmission, and anything in between as Harrisonville's most trusted mechanic. So go in and see the friendly faces and have them take care of you today, or call them at 816-380-3000 to set up an appointment. You know where to find them, behind O'Reilly's in the big blue building. Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are the only locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors are taking care of you and your assets. When it's time for a new bank account or a loan for a home or car, think local and think Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC. What goes best with watching Wildcat basketball at home? Pizza, of course. So while you're watching the game, go online or call Papa Murphy's at 816-884-5005 and order your favorite pizza. Maybe tonight it's a cowboy pizza or just a regular pepperoni. One thing is for sure, the game is going to be better with a fresh cooked pizza while you watch. So set the oven at 425 degrees. Order your favorite and have it ready for the rest of the game. While you're at it, grab a second one, have it double wrapped so you can freeze it and have it ready for the next game. For love at 425 degrees, head out to Papa Murphy's today. I'm calling foul. Foul tires can put you in a foul mood and ruin everyone's day. Don't let someone call a foul on you. Get over to Young's Tire and Wheel Center to have William and the crew check out and make sure you don't have foul tires on your ride. The time is now, with more snow likely just around the corner. You don't get caught out in the cold on foul tires. Get over to Young's and take charge of your tires today. Young's is located just across the street from Garage Burgers on Commercial.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty as your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com.
It's cold outside, so don't get stranded alongside the road with a broken car. Come out to Young's for an oil change and make sure the car is ready to withstand the cold with a radiator flush. The best way for you to keep your car going smoothly down the road is to take that type of preventative care. So don't get stuck out in the cold. Get into Young's and make sure that your car is ready for winter. Young's is located right behind the Garage Burger on Commercial. As always, William and Michelle are proud supporters of Wildcat Athletics.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a red-hot mascot.
Hey, you're on fire! You bet I am.
Dude, you're on fire!
Oh, yeah!
No, you're on fire! Look behind you!
I'm cool.
That's one way to fire up the crowd. But we covered it. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered. No matter the job, R&R Plumbing is there to get it done. If it's roughing in your new house or maybe just adding a new bathroom, call the guys at R&R and have them take care of you. Brian and Karen, along with now Bryce, will treat you like family. As always, R&R is a proud supporter of Harrisonville basketball and wish them luck in the upcoming season. You have choices in basketball: shoot, pass, drive, rebound, defend, and the list goes on. Cameron Chenoweth with American Family Insurance and Lacey Dominick with Shelter Insurance know the same is true for insurance. So as two former Wildcat basketball alums, they want to give you choices for insurance. Call Cameron with American Family at 816-380-3996 or Lacey with Shelter at 816-380-2700 and get free quotes today. While competitors in the insurance world, they will always be on the same Wildcat team and want to give all Wildcats choices for insurance. So it's time to shoot and score with an insurance quote today. Kansas City has its very own pro basketball team, the ABA's Kansas City Soul. Family fun at the historic Truman Memorial Building in Independence, Missouri. Join them on January 20th at 6 p.m. as they take on the Omaha Cataz in live action. Better yet, come see us at our broadcast location for your chance to win tickets and a t-shirt. High-flying basketball action has returned to the metropolitan area. Don't miss all the action. For more information, visit their website at www.kansascitysoul.org. For over a decade, Harrisonville has turned to Schroeder Chiropractic to rid their body of your everyday aches and pains. Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah take pride in finding the problem area and fixing it, not just masking the pain. When you walk in the doors at Schroeder, you become family and are also greeted with a friendly smile. Schroeder's is always giving back to the community with its involvement with Wildcat Athletics and Bright Futures. So go see the ladies who got your back at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee right off the historic Harrisonville Square. The only place in town to go watch Wildcat basketball when they're out of town and your post-game headquarters when they're in town is Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House. Forged by Fire has great specials nightly with a full kitchen open late, so when the game is over, go to the only place in town with 10% off when wearing your Wildcat gear. Forged by Fire is proud to be the exclusive post-game headquarters of Wildcat basketball. If you can't make the away games, have no fear. You can take the game in with your fellow Wildcat fans. Home or away, Forged by Fire is your Wildcat basketball headquarters. Decisions on a basketball court have to be made in a split second. When it comes to buying a home, the opposite is true. Let Carol and the staff at American Heritage walk you through the process with ease. They will make sure buying your dream home doesn't become a nightmare. From the first showing until the keys are in your hand, go with the realtors that have called Harrisonville home since 1981. American Heritage Realtors. Office located next to Sonic on Commercial, or go see them at AmericanHeritage-Realtors.com.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Grain Valley, Missouri. We're in Eagle Fieldhouse, campus of Grain Valley High School. The MRVC return match. Harrisonville was not able to get the victory versus Grain Valley the first time around. Gary and I talked about it a little bit earlier actually, we talked about it last week, and I'll bring Gary in here in a couple minutes, but the thing we were talking about is the top four in the MRVC West were very closely, close to each other. And now with a loss to Excelsior, we talked about Excelsior and Odessa kind of being the spoilers, so to speak. Well, now Harrisonville's kind of got to turn into that spoiler mode this week and try to get a couple of W's. If they can get those 2 W's this week, then they can start looking back at, okay, we're just a game out, and they've got a return game against everybody else. So a lot to still happen, but, bottom line is, Gary, now you got to play spoiler for a little bit and hope the chips fall that you can get back in this conference race.
Yeah, and spoiler sometimes happens whenever you're playing on the road, and that's where we're at tonight. We talk about needing to win them home games. Well, if you're going to play spoiler and get back into the things, you've got to win on the road.
So we're ready for basketball action. It will be Garrett jumping up midcourt against Laughlin. For the Cats, it'll be Laughlin, Poisel, George, Bird, and Jenkins. And for Grain Valley, it's going to be McCoubry, Collum, Garrett, Kilpatrick, and Spiegel. So we are ready for high school basketball action here. The Wildcats and the Eagles of Grain Valley. This is the last conference meeting for these two in basketball, maybe ever, Gary, as Grain Valley moves to the Suburban next year. I expect fully in a couple of years to see Harrisonville in the Suburban, so probably won't be forever as the first one goes up and in quickly for McCoubry as Grain Valley just runs a clinic off the tip. And the Cats down 2-0 early. Bird's got it on the wing, left side. Gonna back it back up here. Cats going from right to left in the first half. Left to right will be Grain Valley. We're on the opposite side of the scorer's table set up here in Grain Valley. Bird gets it to Poisel. Poisel spins into the corner for George. No good, but an offensive board by Poisel. He goes up strong, fighting for it, scrum for it. Picked up by McCoubry, gonna come back the other way. McCoubry to Garrett. Garrett gonna drive in, dish into the corner, Column for 2. And it's 4-0 just like that, Grain Valley. You hear that name, McCoubry, a lot of Harrisonville Wildcat fans cringe at the sound of that name. Bird goes to the bucket for 2, make it 4-2. Ethan McCoubry of the game-winning catch, the first time Harrisonville and Grain Valley played against each other in football up here in Grain Valley. We remember that one over in the corner. Great catch by McCoubry onto that touchdown pass. Cats were able to return the favor, though, on the return trip and get the district championship, and I think they'll take that district title trophy over the conference trophy any day. Cats with the ball, step back jumper. Bird rolls it home. He's got 4 early, and we're tied at 4 apiece. And a foul, looks like a crossover, or did they call a foul or did they call the travel on the inbound or something? I'm not sure. I didn't catch that. 3 ball in the corner. Bird good. He's got 7 early. I'll have Gary look at the replay as it comes up on our screen. They get it in the corner for Column. Column back out front, spin it around for Garrett. Garrett back in the corner for Column for 2. No. McCoubry tried to get the rebound off of him and out of bounds, and it goes back to the Wildcats. So Cats lead at 7-0, powered by 7 Ryan Bird points early on in this one. He's feeling it. He's got the hot hand. And Bird kicks it for George. George goes in, gets it stripped away by McCoubry, and McCoubry going to go back the other way for Grain Valley. Off the glass and good. Silly reach-in foul right there by Kurt Poisel on that one. He was beat to the basket right there. Now he's just giving him a chance for that extra point. Sometimes you just, live to play another day, so to speak, Gary. So 7-6 our score, back to a 1-point game. And the McCoubry free throw is good, and we're tied at 7-7. Bird with it out front, has it on the wing, goes top of the key with his dribble. Dribbles towards the left, little give and go inside. Forced the issue to Poisel, and it's a turnover back the other way. Off of the glass the other way as Kennedy took it down, and he can't get it. Bird gonna dribble in the paint, now throws it into the backcourt. And now a strip from behind on Garrett, and he'll go to the free throw line. I think Bird thought somebody was supposed to be there at the top of the key. Nobody was there, and he just chucked it in the backcourt. A situation like that, though, with Ryan, you got to hustle back on that one. If you get the over and back, that prevents that easy layup. But a good foul from behind now as Garrett missed the free throw, and we're tied at 7-7. And the second one is good, and it's an 8-7 Grain Valley lead. Back and forth we go. Jenkins hands off Bird, he'll fire a 3, no. Rebound inside by Garrett of Grain Valley. He's gonna go back the other way, drops it off for Kennedy, and Kennedy can't get it. Drops underneath for McCoubry, off McCoubry, out of bounds. Back to the Cats with 5:22 to go here in the first half of this one, the first quarter, I should say. Bird brings it back for the Cats, has it, dribbles all the way in, kicks it in the corner, 3 ball by George, good! Landon George drains it, and the Cats take the lead at 10-8. First lead change of the ball game. Now Garrett cuts into the corner for Column, knocked out of bounds. Stays with Harrisonville with 5:02 to go here in the first quarter. Gutierrez set to pass it in. Gutierrez gets it in for Kilpatrick. He drains a 3, and it's an 11-10 Grain Valley lead now as the teams are swapping points back and forth. Get it to the free throw line for Laughlin. Good take by Laughlin. Can't connect, though. And he goes back the other way. Garrett to Gutierrez. Back to Garrett. He'll fire from the top of the key. 3, no. Rebound inside for Column. He is fouled. And a 2-shot opportunity coming for Column with 4:37 to go in the first quarter in an 11-10 ball game.
And that's 2 on Ryan.
Not the one you want in foul trouble with 2 quick fouls in the first 3+ minutes of this ball game, especially when he has got 7 of your 10 points. So 4:37 to go here. Second free throw is no good. It remains 11-10 as he misses them both. Bird goes back to the way, off for George. George back to Bird. Bird has it way outside. Dribbles in, step back jumper, good. Ryan Bird's fadeaway is on tonight. 12-11, Cats regain the lead. Back the other way, Gutierrez skips it into the corner. Thought about it, was Kilpatrick, top of the key now. Garrett back to Kilpatrick, he'll fire a three from the corner, no, long. Bird with the rebound, he'll push the issue back the other way. He's got it, kicks it in the corner for Jenkins. Jenkins back to Poisel, and Poisel knocks it down. Makes it a 14-11 Wildcat lead with 3:53 to go in the first. Gutierrez back the other way with it. Looking inside, kicks it in the corner. Jumper from two is good by Collum. Makes it 14-13. So back to 1 point game. We got a official whistle here as Gutierrez is tying his shoe there. So 3:44 to go here in the first quarter. Cats lead 14-13. Across the timeline they go with it. Bird into the corner for George. George gonna drive, floater, no. Rebound inside for Kilpatrick. He pushes it back the other way, almost a steal by Bird. Instead, it's to Gutierrez, off to Garrett. Garrett's gonna drive in, glass, and good. And it's a 15-14 Grain Valley lead. These two throwing haymakers early on, back and forth battle. Now it's 15-14 Grain Valley lead. Bird has it outside on the wing. Right side, tries to force it in to Poisel, and it's taken away by Garrett. Back the other way, Garrett into the corner, column jumper, no. Rebound on the backside by George. I think they're gonna call Gutierrez on the reach in there, or the hold on George. So 2:56 to go here, first quarter. Laughlin gonna take a breather. Batiste passes it in to Bird. Bird gonna bring it up for the Cats. Bird has it, 2:51 to go here in the first quarter. Has it out front. Dribbles towards the left side, goes top of the key, looks for a little pick and roll, no. Gets it back for Jenkins. Jenkins has it back, top of the key, goes inside out, jumper, no, by Poisel, and a rebound underneath, and a foul called. A hold on Grain Valley on the rebound, as East will check in for Grain Valley. Checking out is Euler. Get it out front. Spin it around, Bird. Bird thought about a three, shuffles those feet though, turnover, and back to Grain Valley. So Grain Valley with a 1 point lead, 15-14. Here in the first quarter of this one, 2:27 to go here in the first. Ball in the backcourt, Matten gets it off for Gutierrez. Underneath they go for McCoubry, and McCoubry knocks it in, makes it 17-14. Bird has it back the other way, gonna spin into the paint, get it off for Poisel, back out front for Jenkins. Like to see Jenkins be a little bit more aggressive with the ball here. Now, right as I say it, he takes it straight to the rack and out of bounds. Tipped off of McCoubry, and it'll stay with the Cats. I like that take right there by Jenkins. Hasn't done much on the outside. That time is efficient and dribbles to the rack. Jenkins gets it over for Bird. Bird has it on the wing, right side. Goes into the right, blocks for Poisel. Poisel backs his way in. Spins, shoots, no good. Rebound by McCoubry, and he's gonna push it back the other way. Across the timeline he goes. Gutierrez into the corner, Kilpatrick underneath. They go for East, outside, three ball on the way, no good. Rebound inside by Gutierrez. Foul on the floor on the Wildcats with 1:35 to go.
That's two on Poisel now.
So Poisel and Bird both with two fouls. Three ball from the corner, no good, but an offensive rebound by East underneath, and he puts it in for two and makes it 19-14. I've liked the pace Harrisonville's had early because they're getting good looks, but if they start forcing it here, Bird up, no good, but he'll go to the line for two. What I was just getting ready to say is you're getting in that situation, you're on the road down 5. You don't want to let this get to 7, 9, 11. Then you're exerting all that energy to get back in this ball game. Start wanting to run some longer offensive sets and find your good shot, Gary, as the first free throw is no good by Bird.
Yeah, I noticed watching the JV game, their Grain Valley pushes it hard, and they're doing the same thing in the varsity game.
Second free throw by Bird is good. Make it 19-15. Evan Filer going to check in for Bird in the last 1:17 first quarter. Probably give Ryan a little bit extra time here. And I was trying to figure out, we were trying to figure out what they were saying, but they weren't allowing him to wear the undershirt because it's not the same color as his regular shirt. And we had that issue with another team a couple weeks ago. Back up front they go. Gutierrez with it for Grain Valley. Kicks it in the corner. McCoubry underneath for West. Kicks it out. Kilpatrick, top of the key. Spin it back underneath, and the Cats strip it away. Picked off by George, and George going to give it off for Jenkins, and Jenkins fires for 3. Make it 19-18. Back to a 1-point game after the Jenkins three-pointer. So 19-18 our score with 40 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Gutierrez is going to back it up there and just take his time here in the last 30 seconds of this first quarter. Passes it over to Matten. Matten going to hold on to it now as we're just going to roll down the clock to Gutierrez. Gutierrez and Matten out front, setting up the offense. Probably see him start moving some action in about 10 seconds. And now here he goes. Goes top of the key. Kilpatrick spins it around on the wing for Matten underneath. They go, ball tipped away, picked up by Mr. Jamil Batiste, and he fires it length of the court, no good. But at the end of 1, the Cats trail 19-18. We'll be right back.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
All right, welcome back. Score 19-18 after 1. Wildcats trail Grain Valley in a high-paced first quarter of action, Gary.
Yeah, but they're looking so much better than they did last Friday night. Last Friday night, I mean, they were shooting, I don't know what, 20 or 30%. Ryan did not have a good game last Friday night. Landon George had a real good game. And Landon's got 3 now, and like you said earlier, Ryan's got 9, 10 points. So, I mean, he's doing good, and that's about half of what he got.
He's got to have somebody step up and help, though, because if not, he gets those tired legs late in the second half, and that hurts the team as a whole because then Ryan's not as explosive as he can be. Kicks it in the corner for Jenkins. Jenkins out of the corner to the wing, dribbles to the top of the key, step back, thought about it. Now hands off for Laughlin, back out front they go. Bird has it now. He steps back, thought about a 3. Now goes to the free throw line for Laughlin. Little floater in the paint, no good. Jamil Batiste with a good rebound off to Bird. Bird will fire a 3, no good. And fouled is Bird by Gutierrez, and he'll go to the line for 3.
And I think that's the second one in 2 games that he's had a foul on a 3 shot.
So as a coach, they're not going to say that was shooting. Well, not real sure. They don't call it a shooting foul. Bird step back jumper, no good, and he's fouled that time. Oh, now he's going to get some free throws. I'm not sure where the first. I mean, even on a clear out, that's a shooting foul. They let him go shoot 3. Because I've always said that, in my opinion, you got to give the shooter, they always say you got to give the shooter the spot. Bird's free throw is good, and we're tied at 19 apiece. Our third tie of the ball game. Chance for Harrisonville to regain the lead here. 7:24 to go in the first half. A back and forth battle. Second free throw good, and the Cats lead 20-19. And off and back the other way we go with it. Spiegel back in there, has it for East. Back to Spiegel. Spiegel spin it around. Into the corner they go for Kilpatrick, back out front. Back over they go for Spiegel now. Spiegel off to Matten, into the corner for Kilpatrick to Matten. Matten thought about a 3, now goes underneath. McCoubry wide open, cannot connect. Fouled from behind by Brody Rogers, and he'll go to the free throw line. That's your sophomore mistake right there, not being in right position for the rebound, and fouls him over the back. So McCoubry at the line and try to tie this ball game back up. First free throw is good. We're tied at 20 apiece with 6:59 to go here in the first half, quarter number 2. Fourth tie of the ball game. 4 ties, 4 lead changes already in this one between these two. 6:59 to go first half. Second free throw no good, but an offensive rebound. Inside they go. Good give and go from East to McCoubry, but they couldn't connect. Jenkins brings it back the other way. Bird has it right side wing, backs it up on the volleyball line. Gonna dribble it in the paint, little up and under, dipsy-do, and it's 22-20. Ryan Bird with 2 more, and it goes back the other way. Back, spin it around. Garrett gets it over for East. East hands off back top of the key for Matten. Baseline Garrett. Garrett give and go to Matten, or Spiegel, sorry, and Spiegel will go to the line for 2. So 22-20, Cats up by 2 here in the first half. Game that has gone back and forth. Free throw is up and back of the rim, no good. 1 more to go here for Spiegel. And Cats can maintain the lead after the free throw make if he does knock it down. Cats have struggled on the glass a little bit here in this ball game. Second free throw rattles home, and it's 22-21. Bird's got the ball and brings it up the timeline for the Cats. Gets it off on the wing. Bird gonna go up, spinner, jumper, no. Rebound for Matten, and Matten's gonna push it up for Spiegel. Back to Matten, a little drop off, no. Rebound inside for East, knocks it down. And a foul on the floor. It's like they're gonna give that foul to Brody Rogers, I believe. And that'll put Matten at the line. Now Evan Filer without the undershirt on comes in for Jenkins with 6:06 to go. Well, they called that on Jamil Batiste. So Matten has 2 at the line. Or, sorry, they're gonna go 1 and 1. They said it was on the floor, so now it's 22-22. So 22 all, 6:06 to go first half. We are not at a 22 all. So Deuces Wild on the scoreboard, make it 23-22 now as Grain Valley regains the lead. Bird has it now on the wing into the corner for Filer, knocked out of bounds by Spiegel though, and it will stay Wildcat ball. They get it in, back to the top, and Bird gonna drive. Glass and good, Ryan Bird, and he is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line for an and 1 opportunity. Regain the lead are the Cats, 24-23. As Bird knocks down another one. So an and 1 opportunity coming from Bird as the Cats regain the lead 24-23. Free throw no good by Bird. Goes back. Uncharacteristically, Bird has missed a couple of free throws here in this first half. Kilpatrick with it. Get it off. Now Matten with it. Gonna back it back up. Gets it over for Spiegel. Spiegel's got it on the wing. Back to Matten playing catch outside. Wing right side. Back to the left side. Wing into the left corner. Garrett for three. No. Bird with the rebound. Gets it knocked away from him. Picks it back up. Now going to have to get some help. Gets it from Filer. Filer over to Bird. Bird across the timeline. Bird has it outside on the wing. Going to drive. Step back jumper. No. Rebound saved by Batiste. Right to Brody Rogers. Floater good. Brody Rogers. 26-23. That was a hustle play. Back the other way. Garrett goes. Puts it up. No. And that's going to be a foul on Landon George. And Garrett going to go to the line for two. 26-23. 3-point game here with 5:01 to go in the first half. Free throw rattles home, make it 26-24. And one more to go for Andrew Garrett. So 26-24 score, 5:01 to go here. First half, Cats lead by 2. It's been a back and forth seesaw battle in this one. Second free throw, no good. Brody Rogers with the rebound, gets it off for Bird, and Bird gonna push it the other way with 5 minutes to go first half. Jenkins three ball, no. Rebound on the inside by Matten, and he's gonna push it for Grain Valley. Glasson good, and we're tied at 26. Both teams going back and forth at each other. Kick it in the corner for Jenkins, but stripped away by Collum, and a reach-in foul on Jenkins. Ryan tried to force it into the corner there, got it knocked away. Grain Valley at the line. They have lived at the line here so far in this one, but they haven't been very efficient from the line. The 1-and-1, no good. The rebound goes to the Cats. Jenkins there with it after Rogers couldn't corral it. Back the other way we go. Bird has it. He's going to drive to the rack. No. Gets his own board. Up and under. No. And he'll go to the free throw line for 2. So Ryan Bird working hard inside with 4:23 to go in the first half. And Bird goes to the line for a pair. So we'll wait the Bird free throws. So this one rattles home. The Cats lead now 27-26. So 27-26, make it 28-26. Cats back up by 2. Bird adds 2 more for the Cats. Spiegel has it off for Garrett. Garrett to Spiegel. Spin it to Collum, back to Spiegel. Collum, baseline jumper, right side, good from about 17, and it's 28-28. Tied back up again. Bird has it left side wing, goes to the top of the key with his dribble, gets it off for Filer. Filer has it on the wing right side, backs it back up, guarded out there, and tries to get rid of it, gets it off for George. Coach Jackson had been trying to call a timeout for a while. Gets the timeout call. We're tied at 28 all. We'll take a 30-second. We'll be right back.
It's wintertime, so that means it's the right time to go see Colby's and his staff to lift your ride and put some new tires and wheels on your four-wheel drive. Harrisonville's only rough country dealer will have you rolling out in style. Don't worry, Colby's can still fix everything from your flat tire, broken heater, news transmission, and anything in between as Harrisonville's most trusted mechanic. So go in and see the friendly faces and have them take care of you today, or call them at 816-380-3000 to set up an appointment. You know where to find them, behind O'Reilly's in the big blue building.
All right, welcome back. 3:48 to go here, first half, 28-28. Gary Davidson, it's been a wild back and forth one in this one. As I just count up on my stat sheet here, we've had 7 ties already in the ball game and 5 lead changes.
Yeah, and Landon Bird is, I mean, he's got 18 of the 28 points, shooting well, but we're playing their game, I think. We're not playing the game that we normally play. We're playing fast-paced, and that's not normal for what we normally play. I'm afraid we don't have that many subs. They sub almost the whole bench. We don't. So I'm afraid what's going to happen in the fourth quarter.
So the Cats have the ball. Cats 3:38 to go. Here in the first half, Poisel has it. He's going to dribble in, backs his way down, but travels with it. And a turnover. Even though we're tied at 28, the one thing that I see as an issue right here, Gary, is we're not running a lot of offense. It's a lot of isolation-type basketball. Got to get into an offensive rhythm in this one, but Green Valley's been able to dictate the pace of the ball game. Baseline jumper again, Collum is good. He's knocked that down on both sides several times tonight. Makes it a 30-28 Green Valley lead. Bird going to bring it across the timeline. Dribble it off on the wing right side. He's going to fire from three. No. Rebound underneath. Back the other way we go to McCoubry. Little tip dunk, so to speak, makes it 32-28, and Green Valley's pushed it out to 4. They've led by as many as 5. Now a turnover by the Cats. No, picked up by the Cats, and inside they go for Poisel, and Poisel knocks it down, make it 32-30. Looked like it was going to be a turnover in the corner, but Filer was able to take care of it. And then back the other way, the hustle play as George draws the charge on the full bore into the lane. So 2:36 to go here in the first half. Cats trail by 2. And Bird going to bring it for the Cats. So Bird brings it across the timeline, gets a pick from the top of the key underneath Phil Rogers. His dad would be Phil Rogers. Brody Rogers, good give and go to Landon George and knocks it out of bounds. And the ball will stay with the Cats on the baseline as George set to pass it in. They get it in the corner for Bird. Bird looks inside, going to dribble up to the top of the key, step back, dribbles in now, looks around, tries to get rid of it, gets it to George. George has it on the wing. Back and forth he goes, and he's going to dribble to the top of the key back to Bird with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Bird dribbles over to the right side wing, gets a pick from Rogers. Back to Bird. Bird has it looking in the corner for Poisel. Poisel looking inside. He's going to drive baseline, drops it for Rogers, but stripped away by McCoubry, and McCoubry going to push it the other way. And a foul on George on the drive, but they're going to say it was on the floor. Regardless, it's a 2-shot foul. That is a 10th team foul for the Cats in the first half. So 1:43 to go here first half. 32-30, Cats trail by a pair. So the free throw by McCoubry misses that one badly. One more to go. We talked about McCoubry a little bit ago. Collum, the other name you would probably remember from football season as well. Both of those were definitely thorns in the Wildcat side in football season, and they're being thorns in the side in basketball as well. 32-30 the score. Second free throw no good. Rebound by Laughlin, and the Cats going to go back the other way, down by a pair. Bird has it right side wing at the top of the key to the left wing, tries to dribble in, gets it off for Jenkins. Good drive by Jenkins. Floater goes. Make it 32-32. We're tied back up again. Underneath though to Garrett, and a defensive missed assignment there makes it 34-32. Baseline jumper, no. Rebound underneath by Green Valley. Actually went off of Laughlin out of bounds, so it'll be Green Valley ball. 34-32, 1:10 to go here first half. Kilpatrick baseline for McCoubry. McCoubry drives off to Garrett. Garrett on the elbow, now spinning around, top of the key. Kilpatrick over on the wing for Collum. Collum's got it wing right side, gonna back it back up now with 55 seconds to go in the first half of play. Collum gonna set it back up. Now Cat's gonna go to trap Collum. They get it off for Spiegel to Kilpatrick. He's gonna try to crow hop, get it to Spiegel now. Off for Collum, back to Spiegel. Cats trying a little half-court type press there. Now the Cats get the turnover. Bird gonna push it the other way for the Cats. Slows it down with 30 seconds to go. Cats going to run one last play here to end the half. Baseline is George. He gets it back for Bird with 20 seconds to go in the half. 34-32 our score. 15 seconds to go in the half. Bird has it out at the timeline. Backs it back off with 10. Going to set up the offense. Garrett on him. Bird step back inside jumper. Forced the contact and goes to the free throw line for a pair. Coach Herbert not having a call. Doesn't say a word. That's what I love about Coach Herbert. Not very vocal when it comes to the officials. He just stood there for about 30 seconds and looked at the official. Like
he's talking to him now.
Now he's getting in his ear. Totally understand that. 34-32. Free throw no good again. Ryan's left a lot of points out on the floor tonight. Has missed some free throws here. Remember, always free internet banking at Sherwood at Community Bank. Second free throw by Ryan, rattles home. 34-33, good move by Coach Jackson to get Ryan out of the game so he does not pick up that last foul. Now ahead they go, Collum, he's gonna go coast to coast. And Evan Filer fouls him to try to prevent the easy layup. So at the line, though, that's not been a bad place to have Green Valley is at the free throw line as they've missed several free throws here in this one. And Collum at the line for 2.
Yeah, he's missed 3 already tonight. So, and there's 4 because he just missed that one.
So he's missed 4 free throws. It's 34-33. So it becomes a good foul by Evan Filer because the most they get out of it now is 1 point instead of an easy layup to end the half. Second free throw coming up for Collum. It is good. Rattles it home, and it's 35-33. Almost. Jenkins about sunk it from about 3/4 court. Instead, it rattles out, and we go to the half. Cats down 35-33. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back here in just a little bit. Cats trail by 2 at the half.
Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are the only locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors are taking care of you and your assets. When it's time for a new bank account or a loan for a home or car, think local and think Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC.
Johnny Mac Sporting Goods is your place for sports equipment, sports uniforms, or apparel. They can take care of you. More specifically, Jason Leary with Johnny Mac Sporting Goods, the Kansas City retail expert for you and for team sports. Jason Leary, 816-350-9429, 816-350-9429. Jason Leary is our contact when we need something. We've got these shiny new Nike polos. We've got embroidered with the Wildcat logo and the 4T's logo. So when next time you need a quote on insurances or anything that it may be, give our friends at Johnny Mac Sporting Goods a call, 816-350-9429.
What goes best with watching Wildcat basketball at home? Pizza, of course. So while you're watching the game, go online or call Papa Murphy's at 816-884-5005 and order your favorite pizza. Maybe tonight it's a cowboy pizza or just a regular pepperoni. One thing is for sure, the game is going to be better with a fresh cooked pizza while you watch. So set the oven at 425 degrees. Order your favorite and have it ready for the rest of the game. While you're at it, grab a second one, have it double wrapped so you can freeze it and have it ready for the next game. For love at 425 degrees, head out to Papa Murphy's today. I'm calling foul. Foul tires can put you in a foul mood and ruin everyone's day. Don't let someone call a foul on you. Get over to Young's Tire and Wheel Center to have William and the crew check out and make sure you don't have foul tires on your ride. The time is now, with more snow likely just around the corner. You don't get caught out in the cold on foul tires. Get over to Young's and take charge of your tires today. Young's is located just across the street from Garage Burgers on Commercial.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn, and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty is your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com.
It's cold outside, so don't get stranded alongside the road with a broken car. Come out to Young's for an oil change and make sure the car is ready to withstand the cold with a radiator flush. The best way for you to keep your car going smoothly down the road is to take that type of preventative care. So don't get stuck out in the cold. Get into Young's and make sure that your car is ready for winter. Young's is located right behind the Garage Burger on Commercial. As always, William and Michelle are proud supporters of Wildcat Athletics.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a red-hot mascot.
Hey, you're on fire! You bet I am.
Dude, you're on fire!
Oh, yeah!
No, you're on fire! Look behind you!
I'm cool.
That's one way to fire up the crowd. But we covered it. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered. No matter the job, R&R Plumbing is there to get it done. If it's roughing in your new house or maybe just adding a new bathroom, call the guys at R&R and have them take care of you. Brian and Karen, along with now Bryce, will treat you like family. As always, R&R is a proud supporter of Harrisonville basketball and wish them luck in the upcoming season. You have choices in basketball: shoot, pass, drive, rebound, defend, and the list goes on. Cameron Chenoweth with American Family Insurance and Lacey Dominick with Shelter Insurance know the same is true for insurance. So as two former Wildcat basketball alums, they want to give you choices for insurance. Call Cameron with American Family at 816-380-3996 or Lacey with Shelter at 816-380-2700 and get free quotes today. While competitors in the insurance world, they will always be on the same Wildcat team and want to give all Wildcats choices for insurance. So it's time to shoot and score with an insurance quote today. Kansas City has its very own pro basketball team, the ABA's Kansas City Soul. Family fun at the historic Truman Memorial Building in Independence, Missouri. Join them on January 20th at 6 p.m. as they take on the Omaha Cataz in live action. Better yet, come see us at our broadcast location for your chance to win tickets and a t-shirt. High-flying basketball action has returned to the metropolitan area. Don't miss all the action. For more information, visit their website at www.kansascitysoul.org. For over a decade, Harrisonville has turned to Schroeder Chiropractic to rid their body of your everyday aches and pains. Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah take pride in finding the problem area and fixing it, not just masking the pain. When you walk in the doors at Schroeder, you become family and are also greeted with a friendly smile. Schroeder's is always giving back to the community with its involvement with Wildcat Athletics and Bright Futures. So go see the ladies who got your back at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee right off the historic Harrisonville Square.
All right, welcome back. Halftime here, a seesaw battle back and forth. Cats trail at 35-33. They trailed 19-18 after one. We're outscored 16-15 in the second. to fall behind 35-33 at the half. We had 8 ties in that first half of basketball. We had 5 lead changes, and it was just one of those games back and forth. You know, Grain Valley push out to 4 or 5. Harrisonville answer back. They'd lead by 2, 3, or 4. And back and forth we went. And it shows with a 35-33 halftime lead for Grain Valley.
Yeah, we're still looking for, you know, somebody else to step up. Ryan's leading the team with 19 points. Bryce Jenkins has 5. And then Poisel has 4. George has 3. And Filer has 2. But one person that really is impressing me the last couple of games is Brody Rogers coming in off the bench. He has done a great job being physical underneath the boards and stuff, getting some rebounds, getting some good shots that he had. Right now he's got 2 points. Right now we're shooting 41 from the field, 33 outside the arc, and 66 from the free throw line. We're 9 for 22 for twos, and we're 3 for 9 for outside the arc. And Ryan finally got a 3. He had a drought last Friday. He didn't have any threes, which was really surprising. He didn't have as many points either as he normally has. But we're still looking for that person to step up and take a little bit of heat off of him and be able to score some more points and give some defense.
You know, and if somebody doesn't step up by the end of the third quarter, we may be putting Mateo Gonzalez on school record watch, because pacing himself with 19 at the half, he's just 21 from tying the school record, so that's easily doable. And this is one of those type of games. This was the type of game that Mateo had when he broke the school record. Usually they tail off in the second half, but this was the type of game where you needed each and every one of those points, you know, in the game. That was the way it was against Clinton. We needed every one of Mateo's points in the second half and overtime of that ball game to get those 41 points. So it's 19-point game at the half, 35-33 the score. The Cats down by 2 as we get set for second half action. Cats going to go at you from left to right on your screen when we get set for second half action. From right to left will be Grain Valley. Harrisonville in their way, blue tops, blue bottoms, white stripe with black stripes down the sides, white letters, white numbers, and the white block H on the shorts. For Grain Valley in their home whites, blue numbers, blue letters, blue trim around the legs of the shorts and around the top. Grain Valley with that old school basketball uniform look. Love that look. Nothing too flashy. So Grain Valley going to have it to start second half action. Get it off on the wing. McCoubry back up front for Spiegel. Spiegel dribbles over to the right side wing, goes off to the wing, back out front. Kennedy has it. Now baseline they go for McCoubry. Skip pass over for Spiegel. Dribbles in, kicks it McCoubry to Kennedy. Sprints over for Garrett. Thought about a 3. He's going to drive in instead. Glass and good. And it's a 37-33 contest. And Bird brings it back the other way. Kicks it in the corner. 3 ball from Jenkins. No. Rebound back to Collum. Collum McCoubry. McCoubry glass and no good. Rebound by Poisel. Ahead to Bird. Bird's got it. Brings it across the timeline. Has it between the circles with 7:05 to go here in the third quarter. Jenkins now with it. Jenkins between the circles gets it off for Laughlin. Laughlin tried to get it to Bird. Now does get it to Bird. Bird's got it on the wing right side. He'll fire a 3. No. Misses off the back of the rim. Picked up by McCoubry in the corner. And back the other way for Grain Valley. Spiegel with it now. Off on the wing for Garrett. Garrett's going to drive in. Little crow hop stop. No good. Second opportunity. No good. Jenkins picks it up. And the Cats still down by 4. Now have the basketball. George will fire a 3. Got it to go. 37-36. Back to a 1-point contest. Back they go. Spiegel with it. Back the other way for Grain Valley. Wing right side, Garrett. In the corner for Collin. Back to Garrett. Skip pass over to Spiegel on the left side wing. Spiegel skips it back over to the right side wing. Thought about a 3 for Garrett. Garrett drives in. Instead, no good. Rebound for Garrett. Garrett's second opportunity is good. And it's 39-36, a 3-point contest. Coach Jackson going to call a timeout, talk things over. Don't think he likes the defensive intensity on the glass for the Cats. We got a timeout. We'll take a 30 as well.
The only place in town to go watch Wildcat basketball when they're out of town, and your post-game headquarters when they're in town, is Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House. Forged by Fire has great specials nightly with a full kitchen open late, so when the game is over, go to the only place in town with 10% off when wearing your Wildcat gear. Forged by Fire is proud to be the exclusive post-game headquarters of Wildcat basketball. If you can't make the away games, have no fear. You can take the game in with your fellow Wildcat fans. Home or away, Forged by Fire is your Wildcat basketball headquarters.
All right, 6:02 to go here, third quarter. Cats down 39-36. Jenkins going to bring it across the timeline, going to run the point for the Cats. Jenkins goes inside for Bird. Bird backs it up on the wing now with his dribble. Guarded by Kennedy, now tries to go into the corner and gets it back for George. George spins it around for Jenkins from about 35. No, way short on that one. George with the rebound, though, looks inside, gets it inside. Laughlin, glass and good. 39-38, Cats back to within one. Spiegel gets it give and go from Kennedy, or from Garrett back to Spiegel, make it 41-38. Cats defense has slacked off in the second half to start this second half, giving up easy transition buckets and easy looks at the bucket. Jenkins will fire a three, no, again short. Gets his own rebound, dribbles it to the glass, no. Rebound by Spiegel of Grain Valley, and a reach-in foul called on Laughlin. And Grain Valley will bring it back the other way with 5:08 to go first part of this third quarter. 41-38 the score. Three-point contest. Jenkins checks out as Evan Filer will check in. Spiegel brings it across the timeline. Over for McCoubry. McCoubry to the free throw line for Collum, no good. Rebound for the Cats, down three. Bird will push it back the other way. Has it on the wing left side to the free throw line, and an offensive foul called on Ryan Bird. That's his third, as he tried to get some space between him and Kennedy with his forearm, and it was enough of a push with that forearm to get the call. So Gubry passes it in, and Spiegel going to bring it up for Grain Valley. Gets it off for Kennedy. Kennedy back for Spiegel. He dribbles over to the wing. Right side skips over to the left side wing for McCoubry. Little crow hop to the baseline. Stripped out of bounds, and it'll stay with Grain Valley with 4:36 to go. 41-38 the score. Try to get it in. They get it in for Garrett. Garrett's contested by Poisel, and the Cats push it back the other way. 41-38 the score. Filer has it left side wing. Gonna fire a three. No, short. Rebound the other way, and Collin gonna take it coast to coast for two. Make it 43-38. 5-point lead, matches the largest of the night for Grain Valley. And an offensive foul on Bird again, that's 4. So not what the Cats wanted with 4:11 to go still here in the third quarter. Ryan Bird gonna have to probably take a seat the remainder of this third quarter. And, you know, the good defense by Grain Valley causing that right there, Gary, is Bird not having any space, and he's trying to create his own and getting called for the fouls. Laughlin almost with a steal. Spiegel underneath. Spin it back top of the key for Garrett now to Spiegel. Spiegel has it underneath, throws it away, and it'll turn over back the other way. 5-point lead, matches the largest lead of the night for Grain Valley. Cats would like to get it back to 3 or 2 here. Keep it a one-possession game going to the fourth. 3:45 to go here, third. Cats trail 43-38. Jenkins with it over to the wing right side. They get it inside for Poisel. Poisel gonna spin his way in. Goes up, no. McCoubry just stood his ground, and it goes back the other way. Spiegel has it inside. Back out front they go between the circles. Get it for McCoubry. He goes inside for Garrett. Garrett spins, shoots, delivers, and it's 45-38. 3-ball Filer, no. Rebound inside. And they're going to call that one on Grain Valley. This is a situation here, 3:05 to go, 45-38, you're down 7. I may call a timeout and just try to regroup everybody a little bit. I'm not seeing a lot of cohesion offensively or defensively right now by the Cats. It's kind of whoever comes down, shooter's mentality, where you want to run a little bit of offense here and get some flow going. Back up front they go for George. George gets it off for Jenkins, and Jenkins has got it at the Eagle and going to set up the offense. Goes to Laughlin on the left side wing. Laughlin going to dribble to the top of the key now, looks inside for Rogers, now backs it up for Jenkins with 2:45 to go in the third. Laughlin now on the wing, looks inside. Underneath for Poisel, he cannot connect, and it goes back the other way. Little give and go, glass and good. 47-38, 9-point game with 2:29 to go here in the third. Largest lead of the night for either squad. Jenkins dribbles over to the wing, now off for Laughlin. Laughlin with it on the left side wing, goes into Brody Rogers. Little flat shot by Rogers, gets the ball back though and loses his handle, and it goes around and up ahead for Garrett. Garrett off the finger roll is good, 49-38, 11-point contest. Coach Jackson gonna call a timeout with 1:59 to go here in the third, an 11-point Grain Valley lead. We will be back after 30.
Decisions on a basketball court have to be made in a split second. When it comes to buying a home, the opposite is true. Let Carol and the staff at American Heritage walk you through the process with ease. They will make sure buying your dream home doesn't become a nightmare. From the first showing until the keys are in your hand, go with the realtors that have called Harrisonville home since 1981. American Heritage Realtors. Office located next to Sonic on Commercial, or go see them at AmericanHeritage-Realtors.com.
All right, 1:59 to go. We got a full timeout on the floor, but we'll bring it right back here. And Gary, you know, really it's simple here in the third quarter. Harrisonville's come out of the locker room flat. I think this last 2-minute run, though, a lot of that has to do with Ryan Bird, your leading scorer, being on the bench. But offensively, they just haven't looked like they have had that game plan in the third quarter. They've came down, kind of a little bit of isolation basketball, dribbled around the perimeter a little bit. And if they can find an open look, they get it into Poisel, and he backs his way down. They just got to get more ball movement involved to get those open looks, and they haven't been able to do it. So 1:55 to go here, third quarter. Cats down by 11. Laughlin has it on the wing, gets it inside to Brody Rogers. Brody cannot connect, and that's been an issue as well. They call a travel on.
Yeah, and anytime we don't make the shot, they run a fast break, and they've been getting easy layups at the other end. That's what has really spread the score out here at the the third quarter.
Well, that and missed easy buckets in the inside. Cats have missed 3 or 4 bunnies on the inside. George has got it now off for Jenkins. Jenkins has it right side wing with his dribble. Goes back between the circles, set up the offense here, goes off on the wing for George. George goes inside for Brody Rogers, and he is fouled on the inside by Euler. And it'll be Cats ball. Underneath their own bucket, Poisel checks back in, this time for Laughlin. Brody Rogers set to pass it in for the Cats, gets it into Jenkins. Jenkins back inside for Rogers. Little up and under, got it to go, and Brody Rogers goes to the free throw line for a much needed and one opportunity, Gary. Makes it 49-40. With the and one opportunity coming.
And I'm telling you, I'm really impressed with Brody coming in as a sophomore, coming out and playing the way he has the last couple of days, or last couple of games. Really enjoyed watching him play.
He's Harrisonville's only true big. And what I mean by that is, Brody's not like 6'8" or anything, but he's always played post. He has post moves. Kurt, we've kind of had to put him in that situation. Laughlin, the same thing. So it's good to see that. Free throw no good. and a foul on Batiste, and it goes back the other way. So the free throw no good, but the Cats back to single digits at 9 with 1:25 to go here in the third quarter. Cats going to show some full court pressure here. They get it in. East gets it off for Matten. Matten going to bring it up. And Matten goes under. They go underneath. Garrett does to East, and a jump ball situation to the Cats. So good hustle by the Wildcats there. And they're going to get the turnover. And the jump ball goes. I don't know, the officials, I guess, thought maybe somebody thought it was a foul call. And it'll be Cats ball here. So 1:14 to go here. Good possession for the Cats. Could get them back to within about 6. George going to run the point for the Cats off for Jenkins now. Jenkins going to bring it up with 1:05 to go. Jenkins has it. Guarded by Gutierrez. He's going to dribble it in. Floater, no. Brody Rogers, the offensive board. Now a scrum forward on the floor, and a jump ball goes back to Grain Valley. .57 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 49-40 now. Grain Valley gets the ball back. Matten has it in the backcourt. East and Matten playing catch back there in the backcourt. Matten to East. East brings it across the timeline. Gets it off on the wing for Kilpatrick. Top of the key, Gutierrez. Gutierrez underneath for East. Knocked away from him. Out of bounds and back to the Cats. So again, another opportunity for the Wildcats here, Gary, to try to get this to 7 or 6 before the end of the quarter. You don't want to be at 9, 11, 12 going in the fourth quarter. That fourth quarter, you got that much energy to try to get back in the ball game, and sometimes it can sputter out. So,
well, you like to see them get 2 here, and then they get the ball at the fourth quarter.
So we'll see how the Cats go. Good give and go from Jenkins to Rogers, and Brody going to go to the free throw line for 2 free throws with 32.9 to go. So Rogers at the free throw line. Hits it, knocks it down. Sounded like he broke the rim in the process. Hit that little spot on the back of the rim, but it goes down 49, or did he miss everything on that? I didn't see. 49-41. Second free throw no good. So an 8-point game, 30 seconds to go in the half. Spin it around. Go on the wing, kick it over now for Garrett. They're going to play catch out here, try to get the last shot. Guarded by Batiste out front. Matten has it now off for Gutierrez. Gutierrez is going to dribble off, try to get the last shot here, get some space, goes to the glass, and good. 51-41. Not what you wanted if you're the Cats. You go to the fourth. You're going to be down by 10. 51-41 is the score. The Wildcats trail after 3. Johnny Mac's Sporting Goods is your place for sports equipment, sports uniforms, or apparel. Johnny Mac's Sporting Goods and Jason Leary. He is Kansas City's newest team sports member of Johnny Mac's as they're trying to get a foothold in the Kansas City market. Johnny Mac's took care of us, got us these great polos with the 4Ts and Wildcat logos on them. Jason's just looking for that shot. Give him a chance when you need new uniforms. Instead of just dialing up the phone for what you've always done, get a couple of extra estimates. Call Jason. Let him give you an estimate. See what he can do for you. Jason Leary, Johnny Mac's Sporting Goods, 816-350-9429. 816-350-9429. Johnny Mac's Sporting Goods. So we have 8 minutes on the clock, 51-41. The Wildcats trail in this one. Not a good quarter of basketball for the Harrisonville Wildcats right there, Gary.
No, they got outscored 16-8. When you ever get outscored that much, obviously things aren't looking good for you.
You always talk about winning the quarters. The Cats have not won a quarter yet in this game, even though they trailed by 2 at the half. They were outscored 19-18 in the first, 16-15 in the second, and then doubled up in the third. So a 10-point deficit with 7:50 on the clock as we start fourth quarter action here. Bird with it, gets it to Rogers underneath. Brody puts it up, no. Rebound to east of Grain Valley to Gutierrez, and Gutierrez pushes it up to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick's got it wing right side back out front for Gutierrez. Gutierrez has got it, gonna back it back up now. Get it off on the wing, inside they go. East now has it as a drive and kick. Underneath, wide open, Gutierrez, glass and good. And the Cats defense has struggled in the second half as well. 53-41, 12-point Grain Valley lead. Laughlin tries to go inside to Poisel, and instead it's picked off by McCoubry. With 7 minutes to go here in the contest. And right to the line and one, McCoubry. Make it 55-41, chance to push it out to 15. Cats trail. So, you know, now you're down 55-41. You're down 14, could be 15 with a free throw here. Mizzou gets a good win at home tonight, 62-58 over Texas A&M. Was ranked number 21 in the country, was A&M. Rebound goes to Grain Valley on the miss. Now East goes glass and good, and it's 57-41, 16-point Grain Valley lead. Bird, elbow, thought about the jumper, gets it off for Jenkins. Jenkins gonna back it up now. Get it off for George. George has it on the wing. Get it off for Jenkins. Jenkins has it outside, dribbles to the wing, top of the key, goes in, ball kicked away, and a scrum for it. Gutierrez picks it up, travels with it as he was on one knee, stood up with the ball, so they're gonna call the travel, and the Cats will keep possession here. So Cats down 16. They get it in to Jenkins. Jenkins gonna dribble between the circles. Gets it off on the wing. Free throw line jumper, Bird, good. Ryan Bird, I believe that's the first shots or first points from Bird in the second half. Am I correct on that, Gary?
Yes, it's only a second shot.
Obviously, he's set for a majority of that third quarter with 4 fouls. 57-43 the score. I'm not real sure what they were talking about right there. I couldn't quite hear. And now we got a whistle. And they call a bench warning? I'm not real sure what's going on. East set to pass it into Gutierrez for Grain Valley. And Gutierrez gonna bring it across timeline. Cats down 16. Gotta start getting buckets and stops if they wanna get back in this one. Little give and go, no. Foul on the way to the rack. And Gutierrez is gonna go to the line for a pair. So Gutierrez at the line for 2. 57-43, Grain Valley with a 16-point edge, stays at 16. And you know, you think back to the first half and all those missed free throws by Grain Valley, it could be 20-25 right now if they'd have made some of those free throws. This one is good, makes it a 17-point game, 58-43. Just offensively struggling, and that's something that's come with the Wildcats this year is been offensively. They've struggled to find scores besides Ryan. Now foul called on Gutierrez. 5:44 to go here in the contest. Cats trail by 17 to get in the backcourt for Jenkins. Jenkins guarded by Matten. Jenkins across the timeline with it. Dribbles between the circles. Over to the left side wing and then all the way to the rack. No. Goes back the other way. Across the timeline into the corner, Matten, top of the key. Kilpatrick thought about a three. Now hands off for McCoubry. Dribbles underneath McCoubry, kicks back out for Gutierrez to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick dribbles in. He's going to go to the glass, no good, and he'll go to the free throw line. If you just sat and watched nothing but the game film here in the second half and watch these two teams play, Gary, the thing you would see is the ball movement by Grain Valley as opposed to the ball movement by Harrisonville. And that was something that hampered Harrisonville when they played defense against Pleasant Hill a couple weeks ago. They gave up way too many wide open looks against Pleasant Hill. Pleasant Hill shot 60% from three, but part of the reason behind that was because they were wide open threes. Bird elbow jumper, no. Rebound inside by Kilpatrick with 5 minutes to go. Cats down 60-43. Kubry has it on the wing, back out front for Matten. Matten off for Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick going to drive in, now kick off for Spiegel. Almost traveled, but now drops it off for East. East goes no good from the glass, and now it goes back to the way Bird brings it across the timeline. He kicks it off for Jenkins, back to Bird. Bird has it outside. Dribbles off on the wing to the elbow. Back out front for Jenkins. Jenkins will fire a three, no. McCoubry brings it back for Grain Valley with 4:25 to go. Take to the bucket by Spiegel, and he'll go to the free throw line for two, and I believe that's the fifth foul on Landon George. Three of those fouls on George tonight have been because nobody else has picked up a driver in the lane, and Landon's been the last line of defense. He's even drawn a charge, so I'm not going to fault Landon for a couple of those fouls. I'm going to fault the bad defensive and the team defense on Harrisonville for those situations. Free throw by Spiegel is good, 61-43. Quickly, a close contest has turned into a Grain Valley 18-point advantage. Back the other way we go, 62-43. Inside they go to Brody Rogers. Glass and good, Brody Rogers, 62-45. Brody knocks in two more. (25-9). Harrisonville's been outscored since it was a 37-36 ball game. Brody Rogers knocks down the free throw, and it's 62-46. Back to 16. The timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. Cats trail big in this one.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Kansas City has its very own pro basketball team, the ABA's Kansas City Soul. Family fun at the historic Truman Memorial Building in Independence, Missouri. Join them on January 20th at 6 p.m. as they take on the Omaha Cataz in live action. Better yet, come see us at our broadcast location for your chance to win tickets and a t-shirt. High-flying basketball action has returned to the metropolitan area. Don't miss all the action. For more information, visit their website at www.kansascitysoul.org. All
right, Grain Valley going to get the ball out of the timeout, leading 62-46 in this one. Steal by Poisel, no, picked up by East, and then a foul called on Poisel. That means to the free throw line goes Grain Valley for a 1-and-1 situation. It'll be Marcus East at the line for the 1-and-1. So 62-46 our score. Cats down in this one. Coach Jackson bringing in Carson Crowley as Nick Laughlin going to check out. Carson's older brother Jackson home sick, so he's not here tonight. Coach Mercer still a little bit under the weather, not here tonight, so the sickness has definitely been going around the team. The run into that 1-and-1 is good. Makes it 63-46. Second free throw, no good. Rebound for McCoubry of Grain Valley. And now a block by Laughlin. And the Cats have it in the backcourt. Off to Bird. 4 minutes to go, Bird ahead for Rogers. Rogers looking to work inside. Gets it off for Poisel. Poisel cannot connect. And Poisel laid out McCoubry right there. I think Kurt had flashbacks to football season as he just ran right through McCoubry. And to the free throw line for 2 free throws goes McCoubry. That is the 5th on Poisel. So 3:48 to go. Cats down 63-46. You know, Gary, we've talked about it. He got 2 free throws coming, and you know, just the difference in the second half is the 2 weaknesses we've seen from this Wildcat team creep up at times. They both creeped up at the exact same time. Lapses in defense and no offensive cohesion or anybody that wants to do anything offensively besides Ryan Bird.
Yeah, but they've been playing the whole bench. We've only been playing 7 or 8 players. And I saw this coming, at least I thought so, in the very beginning of the game when they were doing a lot of pressing on us. I figured the speed was going to catch up with us in the fourth quarter, and Bird going out in the third didn't help.
Yeah, you hit that nail on the head right before the game, too. Brody Rogers gets the putback, 64-48. Coach Jackson calls a timeout. We'll take one as well. There's a heartbeat. It's kind of faint. We'll see if the Cats can come back after this one.
You have choices in basketball: shoot, pass, drive, rebound, defend, and the list goes on. Cameron Chenoweth with American Family Insurance and Lacey Dominick with Shelter Insurance know the same is true for insurance. So as 2 former Wildcat basketball alums, they want to give you choices for insurance. Call Cameron with American Family at 816-380-3996 or Lacey with Shelter at 816-380-2700 and get free quotes today. While competitors in the insurance world, they will always be on the same Wildcat team and want to give all Wildcats choices for insurance. So it's time to shoot and score with an insurance quote today.
Welcome back. 3:35 to go in this one. Cats down 64-48. McCoubry going to push it for Grain Valley. Gets it off for Matt and back out front. Spiegel spinning around Garrett. Garrett goes baseline for McCoubry. Back in he goes for Spiegel. For Kilpatrick, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2. Tires got you in a foul mood. Go see William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center today to get out of those foul tires. First free throw, no good by Grain Valley. One more to go here with 3:22 to go in the contest. So at the line is Kilpatrick for his second. Always free internet banking at Sherwood Community Bank. 3:22 to go here in the contest. Free throw is good, make it 65-48. Bird gonna push it up for the Cats. 3 ball by Bird, rattles it home, 65-51. Makes it a 14-point game, and Garrett goes up and under, glass and good, 67-51. Bird goes back the other way, have it on the wing. Top of the key, Bird step back, thought about a three, goes inside to Rogers. Little floater good. Brody Rogers, 67-53. Ball on the floor, get it inside for Matten. Matten ahead for Garrett. Garrett gonna take it right at it, spins on Rogers, knocks it down, 69-53. Back the other way we go with it. Bird has it on the outside on the wing right side. He's gonna drive in, kick it in the corner, three ball. Jenkins, no. Rebound underneath Kilpatrick of Grain Valley. Gets it to Spiegel, and Spiegel gonna bring it back the other way with 2:25. Underneath, wide open, Garrett, 71-53. So Cats creeped it back to about 13, and Grain Valley with good ball movement gets it back up to 18. Inside Brody Rogers. Spins in the paint, glass and good. Brody Rogers, 71-55. With 2 minutes to go. Across the timeline, they go underneath. They go Kilpatrick, ball on the floor. Rogers dives for it. There's a scrum for it. Jump ball going to be called. No timeout going to be called. We got a timeout, 1:53 to go, 71-55. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be right back after this.
No matter the job, R&R Plumbing is there to get it done. If it's roughing in your new house or maybe just adding a new bathroom, call the guys at R&R and have them take care of you. Brian and Karen, along with now Bryce, will treat you like family. As always, R&R is a proud supporter of Harrisonville basketball and wish them luck in the upcoming season.
All right, 1:53 to go here. 71-55. Cats trail in this one by 16. 2-point game at the half. Cats were within one at 39-38. And then it's been all Grain Valley since that moment in time. We'll discuss that after the contest here. Colby Knowles checks into the ball game along with Carson Crowley. And then Johnson, as well as Wilson and Batiste. They go inside, and a steal by Batiste gets it off for Johnson. Johnson ahead for Crowley. Crowley off to Knowles. Knowles looks inside, now gets it off for Johnson. Johnson goes right at the rack, no good. Rebound by Garrett, a fight for it inside, and a reach in, gonna be called a foul on Harrisonville, and it goes back the other way with 1:31 to go. So for the Cats, Colby Knowles in there, along with Logan Johnson, Jameel Batiste, Jaden Wilson, Carson Crowley. First free throw is good, 72-55. Several Grain Valley Eagles check into the ball game. Euler checks in, along with Schlotz and Brown. Also into the contest, East back in there. Crowley brings it across timeline, hands off for Knowles. Knowles got it way outside, get it off on the wing. Back to the wing into the corner for Colby Knowles. Colby Knowles, sophomore wide receiver for the Wildcats on the football team. Had a great season for the football team, misses the three, and it goes back the other way. East gets it inside, wide open underneath, no good, as that one was intended for Brown, and Brown couldn't connect. And it goes back to the Cats with 1:05 to go, 73-55 our score. So Crowley to bring it up for the Cats across the timeline. Get it off for Johnson. Johnson now to Knowles. Knowles elbow jumper, no. Rebound by Jaden Wilson, though. And he's got it. He's going to try to drive in. Goes to the glass and one. Good drive by Wilson. Knocks down his bucket. Makes it 72-57. And an and one opportunity for Jaden Wilson. 73-57 is our score. Back the other way it goes. Free throw was no good. East kick it off on the wing. Brown back up front they go, spin it around now for East. East looking inside, gonna dribble in, now kick off, spin it around. Brown with it on the wing left side, 25 seconds to go in this one. Look for a little give and go underneath, no, it wasn't there for Slots, back out front they go. Euler with it now, dribbles around on the wing right side. Grain Valley just gonna be content to run the clock out here with 11 seconds to go in the ball game. Grain Valley is gonna win this one. Cats gonna fall. 73-57 is gonna be your final score in this one. Cats defeated by Grain Valley fall under 500 for the first time this year in conference play. We'll be back to wrap things up from Grain Valley right after this.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a red-hot mascot.
Hey, you're on fire! You bet I am.
Dude, you're on fire!
Oh, yeah!
No, you're on fire! Look behind you!
I'm cool.
That's one way to fire up the crowd. But we covered it. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered. It's cold outside, so don't get stranded alongside the road with a broken car. Come out to Young's for an oil change and make sure the car is ready to withstand the cold with a radiator flush. The best way for you to keep your car going smoothly down the road is to take that type of preventative care. So don't get stuck out in the cold. Get into Young's and make sure that your car is ready for winter. Young's is located right behind the Garage Burger on Commercial. As always, William and Michelle are proud supporters of Wildcat Athletics.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty as your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com.
I'm calling foul. Foul tires can put you in a foul mood and ruin everyone's day. Don't let someone call a foul on you. Get over to Young's Tire and Wheel Center to have William and the crew check out and make sure you don't have foul tires on your ride. The time is now with more snow likely just around the corner. You don't get caught out in the cold on foul tires. Get over to Young's and take charge of your tires today. Young's is located just across the street from Garage Burgers on Commercial.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Grain Valley, Missouri. Your final score tonight, Cats fall in this one. 73-57 was your final score. And, you know, definitely a tale of two halves in this one, Gary, as I'll bring in. You get a 39-38 game, third quarter, probably about first 3 minutes of the third quarter. 16-3 run by Grain Valley after that really opened this one up, and Cats weren't able to get back in it.
Well, two things I see. One is Bird went out in the third quarter, and he was the one that runs the offense. He's also the one that's been scoring the most points. Second thing, we talked about it in the first half. We talked a little bit about it right here towards the fourth quarter, is the fact that they were running fast-paced offense. Fast means, and not only they're running fast-paced offense, but they're playing 10 or 11 players. We're only playing 7 or 8, okay, normally. And so what happens is fast pace, get tired, legs get tired. Defense falters, then offense falters. And that's what happened in the third and fourth quarter. I mean, I just think we were tired. I think, you know, obviously we were in trouble with some foul trouble. And when that happens, it's not a good recipe to win.
No, you're exactly right. I mean, and this is what the crazy stat for me is this. First half, we talked about it was a seesaw battle. If I just came on after the game and I said, your final score is 73-57, this is a ball game that had 8 ties and 5 lead changes in it, you would look at me and you would just kind of say, you've got to be out of your mind. There's no way that it was a close contest. So it was for 2+ quarters, and this was a battle the first time these two faced off in Harrisonville. You hit the nail on the head, though. Defensive lapses and offensive lapses for the Wildcats tonight was where they struggled, and that was really the difference in the ball game. And I think compounding that, you don't want to put any undue pressure on just one player, but Ryan Bird going out with 4 fouls with 4:38 to go in the third quarter was really the difference in this game. And one other thought on that whole process there, we talked about offensive not being efficient in the second half. The defense of Grain Valley, nobody was helping Ryan out. Those 2 offensive fouls come from Ryan just trying to get a little bit of space, and he wasn't getting pick and rolls or anything like that. So it's one of those situations that can happen. I see Coach Jackson going to come up here. I think he's going to join us, and I'll let you finish your thought before we bring him in.
Before I give him, the one bright spot that I see and I love in this is the second leading scorer tonight was Brody Rogers with 14 points. And he went to the boards hard, not only offensively and defensively as far as rebounding, but also once he got the ball, he took it to the boards and also got some free throws out of that as well. So he's a big bright spot that I see, maybe one of those people that's going to step up as we move forward in the rest of the year.
And you talk about it, only a sophomore, you'll take some of those sophomore mistakes he had down low. He had a couple that he lost out of bounds, or a couple he didn't get that offensive rebound. But you'll take those sophomore mistakes in a situation like that, and you're exactly right. 14 points tonight. He had double figures. He had 6, I believe, in overtime against last Friday night against Excelsior Springs. So he's kind of coming into his own as well, and I think that's what Coach Jackson and the coaching staff are looking for right now, is who's going to step up and who's going to help out. And right now, Brody Rogers and even Landon George are 2 that are doing it.
Oh, yeah, Landon stepped up big time on Friday as well. So let's get Coach in here. So I'm going to give you my headset. And, Coach?
Bring Coach Jackson in here. And, of course, Coach, not the way you want to come up after, a tough loss here tonight. But, there's positives in the game. It was a great game first half. Seemed like a little wind went out of the sails after Ryan picked up that 4th foul in the third quarter. And I know you guys as a coaching staff just trying to find somebody that was going to step up for Ryan after he had to go out in the situation.
Trying to find the right pieces to the puzzle with our first 5. Of course, we didn't have Jackson Crowley today. He's usually in there for the first 5. Ryan had some good looks in the first half, but Ryan puts too much pressure on Ryan right now. A lot of times you were saying no one was helping him get open, but a lot of times he's not looking for anyone. Okay, he's forcing the issue a lot of times too. We just talked about this at halftime. It is easy to focus on you when you want to push the effort or push the issue of go, 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 go. Let's get some sides. Let's get some ball movements. Let's get the defense shifting and rotating. And then if you want to rotate or then if you want to attack, it will be much easier for you. But when you just want to just attack from the initial, it's easy for everyone to sink in, and you pick up those ticky-tack offensive fouls.
Well, and, we talked about it. One of the things we saw, and we just talked about before you got up here, was the ball movement. Fourth quarter, we were talking about it. The ball movement of Grain Valley offensively comparative to our ball movement was a big difference. You could see that if you go back and look on the, they go back and look on the game film, just being those crisp passes. It reminded me a little bit of the Pleasant Hill game earlier at home a couple weeks ago. They were just so crisp with their passes, finding the open man. It felt like that our guys got a little complacent maybe offensively in the third quarter there.
I don't know what to say. Welcome to another episode of What Chad Grammer's Seen. We may see totally different things on here. What I do see is us failing to be able to make the appropriate pass at any point in time. A ball gets kicked to the wing. Do we know how to make the appropriate pass to the post? Sometimes no, because Brody had a post up right there, and we threw it either completely over his head. We don't make a lot of good decisions on our pass. Yes, a lot of the other teams, credit Grain Valley, they've been having a great season. They're a good team. They make good passes. They probably executed offensively better than us. But we didn't buckle down on the defensive end and try to get the stops at the appropriate time. we've got to become better defensively.
Well, we talked about it in the pregame, and at this situation right now, you guys, the next couple of games, when you step up, you want to play spoiler in the next couple of games and try to get back in this conference race. So right now it's just one of those things. Just go back to the lab, so to speak, see what you can work on the next couple of games. You got another big one on Friday night at Oak Grove.
I don't know about what conference race we'll be able to get back into right now at this point, let's be honest. But what we need to play for right now is just for pride. We need to play for what we're wearing on our chests. Okay? At the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. We need to have the guys on the floor that's going to put forth the effort, do whatever it is that we're asking them to do, and just play hard. I mean, for their school and for their community. That's all we can ask for right now. The conference, that's a shot. And then we'll try to play spoiler in district.
Well, we'll see what we can do. You got a couple of days, like you said, go back to practice and get the ship righted, so to speak, and we'll see you Friday night in Oak Grove.
Sounds good. To Coach Mercer, get well. My family's watching. Hello. And I'll see you when I see you.
I will see you later. Thanks a lot, Coach Jackson. We'll bring we'll bring Mr. Gary Davidson back in here to wrap things up from Grain Valley, and Gary's kind of smiling as he sits back down here, and that's just frustration from a couple of games, and they're like we said, you don't want to bury on all the negatives. There was some positives in the game. We talked about it. Some of the sophomores stepping up, getting some playing time, and we saw that tonight.
Yeah, we started 2 sophomores, and we had several sophomores come in. And you don't want to see you want to see that for your building or your program in the future. But obviously you want to look for wins this year, and you want to look from the senior leadership or the leadership of those that start. So I can feel Frankie's frustration. I can understand it. We've all had kids that play. I've had kids that played the basketball, and the frustration that comes along with it, and knowing what they can do and knowing what they are doing. And that's frustrating, but you're looking at 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, and you can't expect perfection all the time out of them. So I love being a Wildcat, and they've had a couple of rough games, but like you said, they're now playing for what's on their chest.
So we'll see what happens. We got another game Friday night. We'll have that game live from Oak Grove, Missouri. I've got a couple of crazy guys back here giving us faces and telling us let's go and let's roll. So we're going to send it on back to the studio, so to speak. But for Mr. Jerry Forsler, for Mr. Ron Allschlager, for Gary Davidson, I'm Chad Grammer saying good night from Grain Valley. We'll see you Friday night in Oak Grove.